Hi everyone, it's Dr. Ramani. Welcome back to this YouTube channel on all things narcissism and narcissistic relationships and toxic people. A bunch of stuff that's not so fun, but it's my hope that this video educates you in a way that helps you be able to better negotiate these treacherous waters and be able to survive these situations with a lot more grace and with your sanity intact. Today I'm going to be taking on an interesting topic, which are the 4 words I don't want you to say when you're in a narcissistic relationship. In fact, any relationship. Before we get to that, though, I'm always going to say, if you like this video, give us that thumbs up. And if you want to subscribe to this channel, just please hit that subscribe button. It's a great community of people on this YouTube channel. Hit that bell for notifications. But let's talk about these words. What are these words I don't want you to say? This video is sort of meant to be a bit of a life hack video designed to help your mental health globally. And it's particularly useful, I'm hoping, for people in relationships with narcissistic folks. I want you to eliminate a phrase that all of us are guilty of saying, but which is not good for us. Ready? I want you to stop saying, "You make me feel blank," as in, God, whenever you say that, you make me feel guilty. Or when you say, when that happens, and when you say that, you make me feel stupid, or you make me feel angry. Stop giving away your power. Nobody has the power to make you feel. You feel. Maybe in response to them, but you feel. That phraseology, "make me feel," has a real risk of turning you into having more of a victim mindset rather than being a person who is in full self-possession of your feelings. And that's really important. I'll talk more about that in a moment. So let's play this out as a little bit of a scenario. You're having an argument with a narcissist in your life. As usual, they're either gaslighting you or manipulating you or guilting you. Your usual response might have been like, "Oh gosh, I hate when you say that. When you say that, you're making me feel guilty." No, you're not going to say that anymore. Interestingly, the far healthier response would be, "I hear you. I guess this whole situation's hard. I feel guilty right now." Or it may be that you say, "Yeah, I hear you. I feel a little angry right now." You might be thinking, what's the difference? The difference is this. Remember, your feelings are yours. In the case when you say, "I am feeling," you're not giving them the power of having constructed your feelings. And there's a few reasons this distinction is really important. First, when you say, I am feeling guilty, I'm feeling angry, you're owning your feeling. Don't get me wrong. Even if you say, "I am feeling," whatever the heck you're feeling, they're still going to gaslight you. They're going to invalidate you. They're going to minimize your feelings, but they were going to do that anyhow. Now, at a minimum, at least, you're owning it. And that's a much healthier place in all of your relationships. Secondly, when you say, "I am feeling," it gets you out of the victim identity or the victim mindset. If you say things like, "You make me feel angry, you make me feel sad, you make me feel guilty," whatever it is, you just took on the position of someone whom things happen to. And words matter. The way we talk to ourselves shapes how we feel. And if someone else can make us feel something, we're honestly almost like victimized by that, and it gives them too much power. And that drives into point 3. Saying that "you make me feel" gives away your power. Now, when you say that, the narcissist recognizes that they are holding on to a trigger and the power to induce a feeling out of you, and they're going to use it. If you acknowledge that something they said, like, "Oh, what you just said made me feel guilty," now they have a means by which to make you feel guilty. And how lovely for that, because then that becomes a great little manipulation to get them to behave the way you want or feel the way they want you to feel. Do you really want them to have that kind of power? And trust me, and I'm going to be honest, I struggle with this all the time. I have to catch myself when I'm about to say it and close my eyes for a quick second and say, no, I feel. Or even when I talk about other people, like I'm working with clients or talking on these videos, I have to catch myself and say something like, situations like this can be associated with a wide range of feelings, including guilt or shame. And the fact is, I don't always get it right. In fact, I probably make this mistake once a day. When it comes to human relationships and communication, starting with I, when you are trying to make a point, especially about feelings, is always safe because it steers you towards empowerment and ownership of your beliefs and behaviors. Because if you fall back on the, he makes me feel guilty, my mother makes me feel guilty, all the power is in that other person. And in some ways, that means there cannot be an alternate feeling. It's as though they're setting out to cause your guilt. So if you say, I feel guilty, then you can take a minute and realize that there could also be alternate things, such as, actually, I feel angry, or I feel manipulated, or I feel ridiculous even having this conversation. You don't always have to say these things out loud, but rather what you got to remember is that there's alternate hypotheses that you can entertain by making it about an I feel. And it opens up so much more power, because when you feel guilty, that can be a dead end. You made me feel guilty. But when you entertain these alternative hypotheses, like I feel angry, that might motivate a change. Instead of feeling helpless and guilty, you might now consider setting boundaries, disengaging, holding different expectations. But saying, you make me feel, makes you just a boat without a rudder that's being buffeted by the psychological waves. Now, this is a quick fix. Don't say, make me feel. And it won't always be easy, but catch your language. It's the little fixes like this that can at least give you tiny calibrations that you can try to stay sane in all kinds of relationships, and particularly in narcissistic relationships. And I just want to let you know, this community makes me happy with your support for each other. Oh, whoops. I should take ownership, and instead of saying, this YouTube channel makes me happy, I guess I just got to say, I feel happy. I got to own it. You got to own it. These tiny little tricks of language can break us out of the mental cycles that keep us stuck in narcissistic relationships. Now, nobody makes you feel anything. You feel. And that might be due to the person in front of you. It may be the way you woke up that morning. But I feel. I feel what I feel. You did what you did. That might have affected my feeling. But ultimately, I get to be the boss of me. And more than anything, I get to be the steward, the owner, call it what you will, of my feelings. Don't let those be taken away. If you grew up in a narcissistic family, go on to other narcissistic relationships, you often grow up at that sense of, this made me feel, this made me feel, this made me feel. It makes sense. You're a kid. You often feel like you're a passive recipient. You're not. As an adult, you can own it. Own it as what you feel. And don't make it about them making you feel in any other way. I hope that little quick life hack helps you. Try it out, take it for a spin, and see if it helps you feel better. Thank you so much for tuning in. And as always, join this channel. Please subscribe to this channel, hit that bell, and we look forward to seeing you soon.